New Wave Podcast, we back, another episode, Nash 412. The New Wave Podcast on Instagram. Rafiyq, Cressera in here. What's up, man?
What's going on?
What's up?
What's going on?
Long overdue.
Long overdue. Long overdue. That's a fact, though.
Yeah, we remember we was going to do this like last year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I seen you at IHOP. Remember? You did see me. I seen you at
Earlier,
IHOP.
it was like Saturday, 10 a.m.
Yeah. I seen you at IHOP. We was coming out the door, and I'm like, man, we got to make this happen. So
Yeah.
long overdue.
But it's perfect
man.
timing now, man. I see you.
Everything.
I see you working, man. I see you dropping posts. I see you talk about senior marketing director.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's a lot going on, man. What we starting with?
Let's get it. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Would you say that's Prive Management Group?
Yeah. So I own Prive Management Group.
Well, actually, let me pull your mic a little closer. Let's get
pull it a
everything
little
situated.
closer. Yeah, so I own Prive Management Group. I have Cressera also, who is part of Prive Management Group. Cressera is a marketing consultant for Prive Management Group, man.
First off, what's Prive Management Group?
So Prive Management Group, we are a full-service marketing management company for athletes, artists, entertainers, models, social media influencers, man. You name it, we could do it, man. Seriously, providing services that not everybody can provide, man. Doing things that not everybody has the ability to do it at the capacity that we're doing it, man. And changing lives.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what's some people that signed to Prive Management?
We just signed an artist, Jay Lee, out of Atlanta. He has a really popping song right now. Check on Me from the album, from the project, from EP. Put Yourself On 2.0. We got Donnie, also known as Donnie Savage. A lot of people know.
AKA, you know the fine man that was in the videos of Elevate.
Yes,
Y'all know what he had the
Donnie
chocolate,
was,
chocolate droplets,
Donnie
sexy chocolate.
LMA's video Booed Up. Donnie is the guy in the video Booed Up.
And my ladies, I know y'all watch that
video. So Donnie, he's in there, man. And then representing all three of the Edmonds brothers, Terrell Edmonds, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Trey Edmonds of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Tremaine Edmonds of the Buffalo Bills. Working with Ralph Webb of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Carlos Thompson, who's coming out this year in the draft. He went to Missouri Western. He was actually the one of the stars on Last Chance U on Netflix, season 3. Yeah, so Carlos is doing some big things, man. He's definitely gonna get a shot in the league. Man, who we got? We got DJ Femi. DJ Femi is booming right now, man.
DJ Femi?
She's making some things happen. Yeah, man. So I mean, as of right now, that's really what's going on. We got some more talent rolling in, man. I got a young talented kid who's gonna be a model, man. My guy Sid. Sid actually went viral because a picture of Sid, y'all probably know who he is. A lot of people watching on live, y'all probably know who Sid is. Sid went viral. His Twitter name and Instagram name is Call Me Sid21, I believe. But he went viral because of a selfie he was dropping, and people thought Morris Chestnut was his dad because he looks like him. He looks just like Morris Chestnut. And we had actually had a convo about it because he followed the Prive Management Instagram. And I texted him, I was like, yo, Morris Chestnut's son really just followed us on the IG. Then I got to talking to some people, and I get to talking to him and his manager right now. And she was like, no, that's not his dad. And I was like, man, that's crazy though. He do look just like him. But
Fine.
we're gonna end up signing him. And man, we had on the way down here, I had a conference call with a very, very prominent sports agency called Select Sports Group. Man, they got some talent coming out of there, man. They did $13 million in contracts this past year. So yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. Was it $13 million in contract? No, it was somewhere around there, man. But they did over $3 billion in contract since they've started. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna make some things happen, man. But Prive, man, is
You trying to make it all connect. You trying to go big.
Look, man, I'm connecting the dots, man. I really am trying to get some models and stuff going, man, and really trying to make something. And excuse my voice, man. I'm a little sick, getting over a cold, but man, there's so much that we're gonna do and that we can offer, and it's truly something that you have that I honestly haven't seen somebody here in Pittsburgh do. So we're excited, man. Cressera I tell Cressera all the time how proud of her I am, man, because she jumped on this train as it was flying. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I hit her like, yo, I just need you to ride with me type time, you know what I'm saying? And let's make it happen. and she was like, bro, I ain't never did this before. You know what I'm saying? Like, she like, I ain't never did no management stuff before. I never worked with people. So I was like, man, I'm going to show you everything. Just let me, you know what I'm saying? Just give me some time to really show you. And we'll have a call like every week, you know what I'm saying, of just talking and showing the ropes. She'll call me with a question. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, this is how you do this. This is how you do that. Or, you know what I'm saying? I try to like bring her on with stuff like this and really just showing her what it's about, man.
She's managing Femi.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's directly managing Femi, man. I'm going to have some more people actually in line with her that she's going to be rocking with. So it's going to be huge, man. It's going to be huge.
Prive Management Group.
Yeah.
So, these people that you signed the Prive Management Group, like what cities are we talking about? Is it
Oh man, we all over, man. Like I said, you got Jay Lee in Atlanta, you got Sid out in Cali, you got Donnie in Michigan. You got the Edmonds brothers, they from Virginia, but you got Terrell and Trey here in Pittsburgh. You got Tremaine in Buffalo. You got Carlos in Houston. You got Ralph.
Do you have anyone in Pittsburgh?
Femi. DJ Femi. Right. Yeah, Femi. And then working with artist actually, Keem. Working with Keem, man, doing some marketing stuff with him, man. So we definitely vibe and definitely moving. I definitely do want to get with some Pittsburgh people, man, but it's hard too sometimes. It's hard to get with some Pittsburgh people sometimes because not everybody in Pittsburgh, what I've been noticing, really takes their marketing serious. For whatever reason, why I'm not too sure. But I try to get people to see the importance of it, you know what I'm saying? Because especially artists, because it's like, I understand that, guys be focused on trying to do projects, but at the same time, it's like putting the cart before the horse. You know what I'm saying? You working on the project, but how are people going to hear it? How are people going to hear it? How are people going to know about it? This is where I come into play, product placement, content creation. I ain't going to go into the whole spiel, but like really getting you that buzz. I work with people at Spotify. I work with people at, you know what I'm saying, Apple Music. I have that connection with Ryan Leslie, with me working with him. Ryan Leslie is a Grammy-nominated, you know what I'm saying, artist and producer that I can literally call on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm working with these people, and, my cousin-in-law is a Grammy-nominated producer from Pittsburgh, Tommy Brown, TB Hits, everybody, a lot of people know him. But, you know what I'm saying, I have these connections that put people in, you know what I'm saying, some tight circles and makes stuff happen. But it's like, I don't know, man, like, I think there needs to be a shift. But I definitely want to work with people in Pittsburgh. I'm not opposed to it, but at the same time, it's like I'm not going to water down what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Or water down
for the sake
of just working with people in Pittsburgh, right? Like I am selective with who I work with, regardless of where they're at.
Yeah, Yeah, geography don't mean
it don't
much at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's about, a lot of people don't realize it's also about, what can you provide to a company? What return on investment can you give to a company? Because a lot of this times it comes with endorsement deals. It's endorsement deals or marketing.
And speaking of endorsement deals, you were just speaking that you got a couple things
connected
for a couple people. Talk about it, brother.
Yeah, just locked in an endorsement deal. Just locked in a deal with, shout out to the official Bel Air fam. They sent me some cases of champagne to the crib.
They sent you cases?
Yeah, they sent me cases to the crib, brother. You know what I'm saying? We popping them early.
The cases, brother.
They sent them cases, but locked in a deal with Bel Air champagne for Donnie. Also locked in ORS. The olive oil hair care company for Donnie as well. Just locked in a deal with Beats by Dre also for Jay Lee. We got that campaign flowing. Man, what else? Working with Nike on some stuff with Carlos. Jabra always. Element Beverage Company out in Louisiana, man. Young black kids. They created a beverage company in high school. And these kids did, man, they carried a beverage company in high school, and I want to say they did, I'm not going to give that exact number, but they did 6 figures in revenue last year, and they're like 19 years old, you know what I'm saying? So, but they're big in all parts of like Louisiana. Man, we can go on.
When you sign these people, what do you look for?
So I look for somebody that can bring a value, honestly. Somebody that can bring value and look at their market value of what I can do for them. Because I like to make it make sense at the end of the day. At the end of the day, if I can't charge somebody my monthly services fees and other things, and I don't like to feel like I'm charging somebody for something and it's not generating revenue for them or any type of, improvement that they may see in their career that they can value. I don't always, like, because a lot of people get hooked up on like free stuff. You know what I'm saying? Getting free stuff isn't hard. You know what I'm saying? Like out of Slippery Rock, I got myself a 2-year deal with Adidas, merchandise deal. I was getting free Adidas gear for 2 years, and I came out of Slippery Rock University. I was literally getting like 2-3 packages a week with free spikes and clothes and like underwear. I think I got on Adidas underwear now. You know what I'm saying? Like I still got so much stuff from them. So getting free stuff is not hard. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really place a real value in that in a totem pole. It's more so, can I add value to your brand? You know, like, am I able to connect you with companies? You know, what is your social media like now? You know, are you conducting yourself in a manner on social media that is able to bring in money, that is conducive to what you want to do? You know, I look for also, can I call you and just chop it up? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't always have to be about business. You know, I've run into situations where you end up working with people that aren't really people that you would be cool with at the end of the day.
Let me ask you something. These people, young people like ourselves that are athletes, though.
Yeah.
Do you feel as though when they be on social media, they don't really realize that they can already start conducting themselves in a way to start getting endorsements, like you said, or they're just out here wilding?
Man, listen.
On the gram.
Listen, man, you can get, I tell people all the time, man, you can, I'm going to say this on here. This is the perfect time to say this. As an adult, being that I have a child on the way, man, I definitely want to say this for anybody that's listening that may have a kid on the way or has kids. You can own your child's likeness on contract without them knowing, essentially, up until they're at the age of 17. So when you see these kids like Zion Williamson, when you see them going viral in high school and all this crazy stuff, you know, his parents, if they had him on contract, these companies would have had to get permission from his parents in order to put him on these sites and do these interviews and do all this other stuff. So you can literally own your child's likeness and their brand up until they're 17 years old. So then once they turn 18, of course, you have to have them agree to sign it. Now, this happened at West Virginia. There was a kid who his dad owned his likeness. He went to school, was playing a sport. His dad still owned his likeness when he was 18. And in college, the way they get you to not be paid is you sign over your likeness to the school so that they can use your pictures and name stuff in the articles. And he signed the contract, but then once the kid graduated, the dad then doubled back and sued the NCAA and the school for $500,000 and won. You know what I'm saying? Because he already owned his likeness. But you can literally conduct yourself as an athlete, anybody. You are a brand. I say that with everybody. You're a brand. Casera's a brand. Like I'm saying, X is a brand. Like everybody, you're a brand. Like essentially, everything has like an address. So this building, you know what I'm saying, has an address to it. If I come to you, if I say Naj, you know what I'm saying, that's technically your address. So anything that has to do with your face, your name, you have to approve of it to be shown, whether you want to be paid or not. It's the same way with everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Same way with the athletes, you know, and a lot of people don't think of it like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I always urge athletes to conduct themselves as a business at all times on social media, you know what I'm saying? You can have your fun, but you have to watch. Like I never, from 2000, I stopped cussing on Twitter when I started realizing I was going to be able to play football again in college. From 2012 up until maybe like 2 months ago, I had never cussed on on social media. I mean, before, from 2010 up until then, I did. I was a little bit wild, and I ain't gonna front. But once I realized the power of it in the brand, I literally was not saying cuss words on social media just for the aspect of there's probably a brand watching me. You know what I'm saying? That may want to connect with me. There's probably something, and I would make sure all my content was conducive to what I was chasing after.
Can't be posting everything from spring break.
You can't, man. I had this conversation with people, man. Like, we are adults. We're adults. Like, it's okay to share your thoughts and aspects, but you can't go on your social media and be posting sexual stuff and posting, you know, crazy. It's just, bro, it's so much stuff. There's so many things that people do that bites them in the ass.
Dog, I just had to unfollow somebody because of that. Like I use social media as a tool as well.
Right.
So like when I look and I follow different people, I like to follow people who use it as a tool as well.
Right.
Somehow, you know how people that you followed mad long ago, they just randomly pop up sometimes. So it's this one shorty I followed from like college, and she was like naked, and she was like on like 4 different pictures of her being naked, and the caption was, "Y'all can't tell, but I lost 10 pounds."
That ain't got nothing. You know
Dog,
that
I
ain't
was
got nothing
looking
to do
at
with
it
your weight.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
all right, I just gotta unfollow you because this ain't
You need
even.
the attention.
Yeah, like
it.
this ain't.
Yeah.
You're not productive in my life. Like this gives me nothing.
Right. Man, like people will do all that and don't even get a 10% engagement on a post. And people don't even be knowing that. Like you get people that got thousands and thousands and thousands of followers, 20,000, 10,000, whatever thousand, and getting the hundreds of likes. It's like, bro, you're not even seeing a return on that investment of the post you just made.
Say I want to come to you. We just talking about this off air. Can you got a consultant little thing? I want some advice. I can come to you. Like, bro, I just want advice. I'm lost.
I actually have a company called Cromwell Solutions that I do that under. And I do have, pricing through, you can get scheduled to book like a discovery call. Discovery call is essentially finding out if you need my services or not or what it is you want to do. And then we can go through a consultation call where it's like, okay, you don't want me to take over your company, but you want me to give you direction on how to better your company. So that's an hour call. Discovery call is like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, there is a fee that comes with it, It's a little closer. Yeah, you good. There is a fee that come with it, but I mean, shoot, the game is sold, not told. You know what I'm saying?
I see you making moves. Now, if I say your name at Savoy, I get the discount.
I don't know about that. I don't know, man. Yeah, that's
He was just on my podcast.
that's Savoy. That's Savoy V Lounge, man.
Senior marketing director. All seriousness.
Senior marketing director of Savoy and V Lounge, man. And that deal was like, some people don't even know that deal was so long overdue to be 100. Me and Chuck go back years. You know what I'm saying? Chuck went to Slippery Rock, played football. Chuck bought the Jumbotron that's at Slippery Rock's football stadium. And I met Chuck when he bought that Jumbotron. And I met Chuck, and this is one of the reasons why Chuck respect me so much. The first time I met Chuck, I pitched him an investment. You know what I'm saying? We on a football field, and I pitched him an investment. You know what I'm saying? We about to start football practice. I'm literally standing there in football pants, pitching them. Just when I had Dreamers Worldwide, and I was doing the clothing.
I remember that.
Yeah. I pitched him an investment, showing the money that I did for my spring was 2015 collection, and showed him that revenue, showed him the followers I had gained, and showed him the different cities I touched. And he wasn't biting on it at the time. You know what I'm saying? Then I came back to him maybe 2 years later, and was trying to see how I can get involved with him. I got an idea. I also got an idea. I actually bought. I'm in the paper. I bought the website name, all that stuff. I'm opening a juice bar soon too. It's called the Refill Juice Cafe. Yeah, man. So
Is this in the works right now?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say if it wasn't in the works, I don't even want to talk about it. Let's take this off. I mean, I don't want people to bite your shit.
Right. No, it's in the works. I mean, I ain't gonna go too in depth about it, but I definitely legally own that, John. You know what I'm saying? I own the name and stuff.
I don't even know any black-owned ones in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there isn't. I just don't know.
Right. Yeah. I don't know of any. So I'm definitely trying to open a market there. But I came to him with that idea. And he didn't bite on it, bro. And
real quick, before we go too fast, there's probably a lot of people watching this like, what's a juice bar?
Right. All right, so juice bar, man. I'm going to tell you how I even got interested in the juice bar. So whenever I was coming out for the draft in 2016, when I had to deal with Adidas going on and stuff, I was actually sponsored by a juice bar in New York. I was sponsored by Pure Foods and Drinks in New York.
Get your juice, the vegetables, the fruits.
They would literally, they would make their fresh,
blended up.
they would make the fresh pressed drinks. They would make the cold pressed drinks. They would put them in a bottle, and it would be labeled. So it would have like different fruits and vegetables in it. And they would ship them to me on dry ice. And I would get these packages all the time, these boxes. It would be a box, and it would be a styrofoam. And you open up the styrofoam, and it's like, like when you go fishing, and you have the stuff in there. Right. So it was like one of those, and it would have just a whole bunch of juices in there. And I would drink one daily, or drink like two daily, honestly. But that's what it is. It's really just, fresh press, cold press, fruits and drinks mixed together for all natural drinks. But we're also going to be doing, like salads, wraps, and all the stuff. But it's going to be like Refill Juice Cafe, man. It's going to be it's an idea I came up with years ago, honestly. But it's going to be more like a day party vibe and feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Not like like a walk in and chill, but literally like on some, you'll be able to come in and chill like you can with freaking Starbucks, right? But then you can I'm also going to do it like I'm going to add like a club scene to it. Like you can rent a section out. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a bunch of people coming out, y'all can rent a section for X amount of time. But then once you do that, you get a discount on your order.
Some music playing up in there?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's gonna be lit, man. Like we're going crazy with it. But yeah, so Chuck didn't bite on it. All right, how can I come to him with something like I got to do something? Because we always he called me nephew. You know what I'm saying, and anytime I came in there, Savoy, I only been in Savoy to be 100, which I only been in Savoy maybe like 6 times, but every time I came in there, I was with like an athlete or you know what I'm saying. I was just in there on some cooling type time. Wasn't even really wilding.
It was never in there with your shirt off.
Never. I'll be honest. Somebody gave me the plug. Like, yeah, I heard Chuck is looking for help with his social media. I'm like, for real? I'm like, man, I'm gonna hit him up. That's my unc. I text him. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I said, Unc, man, I heard you need help with your social media. Let me help you. He was like, I ain't really looking for help, but I know how you rock. I know how you move. He said, let's set up a meeting. Let's meet at Savoy tomorrow. I was like, it was 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, bet. You know what I'm saying, cool. And we met at Savoy, and man took me down to the owner's suite. He said, I ain't never been downstairs. People been to Savoy.
He was so hyped.
I was geek.
He texted me like, nigga, I'm downstairs in Savoy right now.
People been downstairs, but people ain't been downstairs, bro. Like, it's only fit 13 people down there. You know what I'm saying? Only fit 13 people in there. So I'm down there. We got the Louis the 13th. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't cheap. That's like $1,500 a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the Louis the 13th.
Talk about it.
We talking. We chopping it up. And we just going through the motions. And you know what I'm saying? We hash out what we can do. I come back to Crisera and then Jasmine. Shout out to Jasmine Lewis. She is, you know what I'm saying? Jazz is a vital part to Prive. She in Cleveland. She from Cleveland, man.
She's the engine.
Man, listen, she puts together so much stuff behind project management and, keeping us organized, man. Like, she runs a lot of stuff, like documents. She keeps all the documents organized. She makes sure, everybody's our platforms where we keep all of our upcoming events, everything is organized, man, and make sure I'm on top of payroll. Make sure I'm on top of making sure they payroll and direct deposits go out. But man, I hit Jazz and Crisera and was like, yeah, we got, you know what I'm saying, we on to something. We just got to come up with a plan of action. And we came up with a plan of action, and Chuck literally said, I want you to put this together like you gonna be running this company. Like you gonna be running Savoy and V Lounge. I want you to put this together like that. He said, however long it take you to get back to me, that's however long. He said, I ain't going to contact you about it. You going to hit me back up and let me know when you ready. I told them, I said, yo, we need to have this done by the end of the week.
What you want to change at Savoy?
Man, first things first. I'm saying this loud and proud. She know what I'm about to say.
Let's get to it.
First things first. I'm not putting that. We did and all that, putting everybody on the flyer.
Done.
It's over with. Putting everybody on the flyer, it's over with, bro.
Done.
It's done, bro. We're not doing that. Like, I'm saying, because what exclusivity are we creating? What value are we bringing to the company, putting Joe Schmo and everybody else on the flyer, 16 birthdays in the same day, and everybody's, why should you be on this flyer? You know what I'm saying? Like, only people you really see on flyers are headlining people. You know what I'm saying? So why should we have you on this flyer if you're not a headliner? Okay, well, you want to be on this flyer? All right, buy a section. You know what I'm saying? Like, buy a section, do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's make something happen. Let's really get something going, or implement like a ticket thing. But we also implemented a rewards program too. So we're gonna implement a rewards program. A lot of people may not know about that. Of course, nobody knows about it. We ain't talk about it, but we're implementing a rewards program, man. It's just after you reach certain accolades, like certain statuses, gold status, platinum status in Savoy from being there and stuff, man, offer some type of reward for those people. We'll be highlighting the chefs, chef be a meal of the week.
Food bomb.
You know what I'm saying? Go crazy with it. We're going to highlight the chefs. We're going to be highlighting bottle girls, you know what I'm saying? Really build their clientele. We want each bottle girl to have like a legit clientele, recurring clients that come to them and only them. Highlighting bartenders has such an upscale appeal to it. There's already a certain people that have come here in the first place. And I said, we don't want it to turn into something where people feel like, every hood booger and I'm saying can be there. You know what I'm saying? It's literally, you want to have, a status to your event. You want to have a status to your event. You want it to feel like people got to be on their P's and Q's when they get there. And that's exactly what we bring it, man. We change it. I'm going to have a content creation team in there. Like, we're going to be filming events, filming parties while they're going on, creating video content. We'll be doing private parties, man, through my marketing service that I have with Ryan Leslie that I partner with him with called Superphones. We'll be creating private events with athletes, artists. You can only get into the event if you got the text message from the Superphone. And if you have your number in, you can say if you saved your info into the Superphone phone book for Savoy and V Lounge, you can only get in if you got that text message, but you still have to pay to get in, of course. But you can only get access to do that if you have that. And it's not like, oh, I got the text message, let me tell my friends. Like, no, it's one invitation per number. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be implementing that in there, man. So it is not going to be something that we're going to put on social media either. We may put like a check your Superphone or check your number. You know what I'm saying? Like check your number, you know what I'm saying? Or check your text message. But we're not going to put out there what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a legit private event. So we may have, you know what I'm saying, my guy Marcus Allen, my man Chico, you know what I'm saying, come down there, have a private party. Rail have a private party. You know what I'm saying? Shazier and them have a private party.
Also, there might be a little bit pressure now. Room 16, Extasia just closed down.
Yeah.
The summer's coming up.
Yeah,
So
man,
now
listen,
it's your vision.
Man, listen, only pressure that I feel is the pressure that we apply, man. I don't feel no pressure but anything, man, because all that does is give me the opportunity to create a monopoly. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, y'all close down. All right, everybody gonna come here now. And we got linked with, I got some real close ties with Odell, OBJ, that's my guy. Got some real close ties. We're gonna be doing some private events with him too there, you know, so we're gonna definitely do some crazy things, man. And there's a lot going on, like I said, changing the whole outlook of the social media. So you're gonna see that coming up. What's today? The 28th? Oh, we take over on Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, you about to see a whole new slate. You know what I'm saying? Everything gonna get wiped clean. We gotta have the Twitter too. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have the Twitter up and going. So I mean, we just rebranding, man. That's really what it is a rebrand, you know. Doing some real deal partnerships with some of these champagne companies, some of these liquor companies, really doing some big things. And also, man, our liquor license at Savoy allows us to do outside events 25 times a year anywhere in the city and sell liquor. So we ain't just locked into that building. We're going to go crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Run it up.
Oh, man, we about to run it up so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, man, it's being a mastermind behind everything. Because anytime I'm out, bro, I'm always working. You know what I'm saying? No matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, I'm working, dude. Like, I can be completely drunk, like, but I'm on P's and Q's. I'm peeping, I'm looking, I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? And I was proud for Chuck to even say this to me. He was like, man, I noticed that about you a long time ago, you know, and he was like, there's not many people that are, you know, that can move like you do. And he straight up was just like, you know, I want to show you the ropes. He was like, I want to show you the ropes so you can run this when I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, you really put me, that's ill. You know what I'm saying? You put me in a position of, you know what I'm saying, like power. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm trying to go in there and be boss hog
Giving
and
you some
boss people.
responsibility.
Yeah.
They don't got to micromanage.
Yeah, like I ain't trying to be I ain't trying to go in there and boss hog and, you know what I'm saying, boss people around. I ain't trying to do that at all. But
he's Ghost Your Dre.
But he straight up was like, you know, I do. He said, you know, I want to make sure that people here know that you do have authority. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not coming in there to micromanage. I'm not coming in there to push people around and tell them what to do with their job. Not at all, man. I am going to make sure we running a successful establishment, though, at the end of the day. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like cracking down on little things, man. You know, can't be having people in there acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? Just can't. And if the dress code is the dress code, man, it is what it is. The standard is the standard, bro. And that, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is about. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds good to be hearing you say all this, man. You got to. It sounds like you got to figure it out.
Man, I'm trying. I wish I did, man. There's a lot of people I try to emulate and I want to go after, man. And there's a lot of things that I watch and people don't even realize that I get a inspiration from it, man. Little do you know, my fiance will tell you, bro. I watch.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Engagement.
I watch. I watch. Superfly probably like 2 times a week, bro, and not even from just because of the movie itself, but the way that Priest moved in that movie, the way that he calculated everything, the way that he functioned, the way how he just. Bro, it was just like the man was just like, there's a ripple effect to everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he moved. And he thought 3-4 steps ahead. And I even noticed that people are saying stuff now. I seen people tweeting and saying stuff now that I was saying years ago, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, this lets me know that I'm moving like that. And I do aspire to move how he was. Fly as shit, you know what I'm saying? Come in, got some authority. I don't take no shit from nobody, but I'm gonna do what I got to do at the same time. I ain't about to like start nothing with people. I ain't going in trying to come busting heads, but at the same time, you ain't finna come cross me on no craziness. You know what I'm saying? Like, but man, yeah, I watched that daggone movie all the time just to see if I can get a different vibe from it. See if I can catch a different message from it. See if I can watch how he may conduct business. That, man, and then honestly, I watched there's a documentary on Jay-Z called Game Changers. And it talk about how when they started Rockefeller, him and Dame, they started Rockefeller. Dame sold his shares of Rockefeller. He sold his ownership of Rockefeller to Jay-Z for like $8 million or something like that. Jay-Z then took that and sold the entire company for like 35 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's a flip, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what type time I want to be on, man. And it's just, you know, like, I want to really make some calculated moves and really just, I want to be that businessman from Pittsburgh, because you don't see that. And that's another thing me and Chuck talked about. I'm going to bring that up too. You don't see that in Pittsburgh. Like, we bank, black people as a whole, we bank on so heavy sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, sports is heavily genetics based. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get coaching. You know what I'm saying? You can get coaching on a position, on drills and techniques. But at the end of the day, if you don't got it, you know what I'm saying, it's a different ball game going from high school to college to the league. Yo, it's a different, when you go from high school, in high school, you got a few dudes on every team, two, 3 dudes. Some rare schools got like 10 dudes that are really like that. You know what I'm saying? Fast, they can play ball. But then when you get to college, everybody was that dude on their team. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was fast. Everybody was that dude. Everybody was all state, all this, all that on their team. So now it was like, all right, the cream gonna rise to the crop. You know what I'm saying? Gonna rise to the top. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying, you really gotta be like that. Then when you get to the league, it's you either gonna run into them niggas that was dogs in college and they was like that in high school and college, or you gonna run into some savage that got it out the mud and ain't nobody really giving him a shot, but he found his way to the league somehow and made it, and he happened to have them genetics but just had a rough path there. You can't teach 6'5", you can't teach 6'3", you can't teach a 4'2", 4'3", 40, but I can teach you this marketing scheme. I can teach you content creation, brand partnership, brand management, financial development, franchise development. I can teach you brand placement. I can teach you all of these things. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick.
Yeah.
It popped in my mind. As we was talking about Savoy, you know it would be hard
Yeah.
if downstairs they had a DJ, upstairs they had a DJ playing 2 different types of music at the same time. Because usually when I go
I thought about it.
upstairs, we'll be
Yeah.
cracking, downstairs will be like 10 people.
I thought about it, man, and it's because Savoy has such a different image to it and such a different crowd, man, which is hard to kind of do those at the same time, just because, I mean, it could be possible, but then that's a lot of hands on deck at the same time too. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of hands on deck. That's where a lot of micromanaging comes into play. But it's just such a different feel. Like Savoy, you have, you know, R&B nights, you have jazz night. You know what I'm saying? We about to throw in the spoken word. I'm locking the deal with Foo. Foo gonna bring back the
Shout out to Foo.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out my man Foo. We about to bring back the spoken word at Savoy.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bringing in business events too, man. We're gonna have seminars and after parties there. So we're gonna have business events there. I'm also opening up to do birthday parties, baby showers. There's been weddings at Savoy, bro. Like, people don't even know that. Like, there's been weddings there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm opening this up to do everything, bro. And it's like, dog, all this is about to be crazy how I'm about to, because I've had chances to express my creativity, but the way I'm about to do it through this, bro, and really show like what my big plan is. I ain't scared to say it, bro. My big plan is just, you know what I'm saying, whatever Chuck decided to do with Savoy, I mean, if he gave it to me, that'd be crazy. Me and his sons run it, that'd be lit. But at the end of the day, man, I'm definitely trying to be on some Diddy. I'm gonna open up my own spot.
Behind you on this, man. I hope you take this.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna open up my own spot and go crazy with it, bro. I'm trying to open up so many different things, man. I want to open up a restaurant, a club. You know what I'm saying? Open up a actual, just a consulting firm, like an actual, just a legit building, like some downtown type sound. They build that motherfucker, or I buy a building down here.
Like, yeah,
You know what
like
I'm
to get these big buildings down on Grant Street.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
bro,
There's
like,
tons of firms.
Yes,
in there.
bro. I'm trying to
Get you a
really,
corner office.
You know what I'm saying? Type time, really be on that, bro. Like, Got some stuff popping off with medical marijuana too right now. My guy Nick, shout out my guy Nick out in Cleveland, man. That's my brother. We were teammates and partners and roommates in college. He has a company called Inland Farms that we working on, getting some guys invested in and really building some things, man. But that and bro, there's so much I'm trying to do, man. It's like the things that run through my mind on a daily basis are crazy. And I'm trying to do it all.
You got a lot of
man.
things going.
A lot of things going on. I love getting people into solid investments too. Like we were talking before we started this, man, like making sure these guys get solid investments. My franchise development team, Lumen Venture. I'm part of a company in Chicago called Lumen Venture where we get people invested in solid stuff. Man, I mean, there's part ownership in 23andMe, Dunkin' Donuts, Holiday Inn, Lyft, Uber, space companies, tech companies. Man, you
Anybody watching this, what if they want to work for you?
Man,
work with you.
Want to work for me? You got to send your resume at Prive, PRIVEMGT.com. Send in your resume. People probably think I don't look at that. You know how many emails and messages I get a day. People sending me. I had some girls send me a email, bro. I thought that John was like a MLA type paper. You know what I'm saying? It was, but she was an A&R like intern for a musical. I'm gonna get back to her. I just been so daggone busy. But I'm saying I read the email, but people probably think I don't be reading these emails. But then if you're gonna send me an email, please have some business etiquette. Man, you don't know how many people I had a person send me their music video. And all they sent was the video. They didn't put nothing in there. They just
Hey, brother, I know.
They put the title of the song and the subject and just the link to the YouTube. That was it. Then I had to do that for his YouTube channel. Then you'll get people that just hit me. I'm like, yo, I want to be signed. Or I'm trying to get signed. Or I need management. I had a dude DM me and tag himself in his DM like, yo, such and such needs management. I click on it and it's him. I'm like, bro, this is literally the same page you DM me from. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, just be a little bit more professional with, like, I don't got nothing against. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that everybody knows the etiquette, but I'm also not going to take the time to teach everybody the etiquette either. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a hard guy to approach. A lot of people think I'm a hard guy to approach for whatever reason.
Wave podcast, Rafiyq, Chris Sarah.
Yeah.
So where can they find everything you doing at, man? Where can they get a hold at you?
Man, so my personal Instagram, Twitter, King Cromwell 23. The company, Prive Management, their website is Prive, PRIVEMGT.com. The Instagram and Twitter, both Prive MGT. Man, email me, r@PriveMGT. Hit me on there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can even text my super phone, 412-218-3533. You know what I'm saying? You'll get an automatic response back. Say your info on my phone book. We can connect. We can talk. We can chop it up. Or you can go to textrafiyq.com. Put your phone number in there. Send you an automatic response back. Send you my info. And let's talk this marketing. Let's talk business. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, a lot of people ain't got no website like that. Textrafiyq.com. You can put your number in there.
Hey, talk
That's
about
how
it.
you going to get into private parties at.
I mean, that's how you really going to get in there, though. That's how you really want to. So that's how you get in touch with me, man. Facebook, just, you know what I'm saying? You type in RAFIY, that's going to pop up IYQ. I'm the only popping Rafiyq in Pittsburgh. Ain't too many of these floating
Who's other
around.
Rafiyq that ain't lit?
Bro, I don't know.
Hey, yo, you know I'm petty, right? So,
What you doing?
oh wait, yo, I always wanted my like Instagram name just to be straight Chris Sarah.
Right.
Yo, some shorty got it. I don't, I blocked and like reported her. like I go back like at least once a year and
she's
just
in Pittsburgh?
no, she got and she don't even use it. She just got a dog.
We'll get her up out of here. We'll report her.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's just Chris Sarah, CHRISARAH. Yo, just block her
We'll
and
get her
report
up
her
out here.
spam and stuff.
Block that thing.
Or maybe you might have to pay the bag. She might be like, yo, you want this
Yeah,
name?
for
You got to
real,
pay the
for real.
bag.
I got more followers than her. I'm not paying her.
I heard Angie Martinez had to do that. Her name was Angie
believe it.
Martinez,
Hey,
97.
look,
and the real Angie, not the real, but the regular
Right.
Angie Martinez was like, you got to put the.
Look, bro, I done thought about it. I'm so crazy, bro.
Sarah X's
It's
stamp.
called squatting. When you create something and then you sit on it and make people pay you for it. People do that with websites, like when people coming out in the draft.
Oh, I was
you gotta
thinking
watch
about
for
doing that too.
You like people will buy people's name. Like somebody did that with Kobe, I think. You know It was KobeBryant.com, and they sat on that joint for some time, bro, and made him pay to get that website. You know
Hey, I just got hip to GoDaddy. I thought, first of all, I thought GoDaddy was something else.
You thought it was some sugar
I ain't
daddy.
never go on GoDaddy. I was like, nope,
Which
that's a
one it was?
nasty. I thought it was a nasty website. GoDaddy. That was a nasty website. I went on there the other day. I was like, oh, you can buy a website. I'll be on GoDaddy all the time
You
now.
know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I definitely thought about doing that though a couple times, bro. Like when I was in college, and I'm like, man, I need some paper, and I'm smooth with this shit. I know I can make something happen. But I was doing stuff in college and marketing that people don't even. I was doing Wake Up Now in marketing in college and was running it up, bro. I was making $1,500 a month on top of my refund check. You know what I'm saying? And people thought Wake Up Now was fake. I was paying rent with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I always kind of knew I would do this, man. Let me just say this. Shout out to my fiance, man. We met at Slippery Rock, bro, and we didn't even start communicating and dating until we had met in 2014, and we actually didn't start talking until like some months later. I didn't get her phone number until like 2 months later or something like that, but then we actually didn't start dating until like a year later.
Ended up with love.
And well, not even that, though. We ended up not even like doing nothing then, and then we came back around years later. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how it worked, but yeah, man, shout out to her because she definitely held me down. Wait, hey, and I told her off rip what Drake say. He said she held her down, so she got a Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? So she got something crazy come soon. She gonna find out. She gonna hear it from this, but yeah, she got something crazy come soon. She ain't know about the ring for the longest. And, you know what I'm saying?
I knew.
Yeah, she knew. Considering
I knew a lot of stuff, but I can't be telling y'all everything.
But yeah, I'm saying shout out to her, man, because she, boy. Like she pushed me she actually pushed me to make Prive, to be 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? She pushed me to make Prive, and I probably wouldn't even like bet on myself like that if she wouldn't have, man. And she pushed me to bet on myself a lot of times when I didn't think about it. Like when the draft, like we were talking and dating when I was coming out for the draft in 2016. And even though we were only dating for like a short amount of time, but she the part of the shade, I don't know if you've seen the story the Shade Room did on me, but I talked about how the day of the draft I had I didn't have a car anymore, and you know what I'm saying, like I had crashed my car. Literally, we had left. You know, Fu was holding the fashion show over at the Kelly Strayhorn, and I left from there and was going to her crib when she was living out Plum. I was going to her crib out there, bro. I'm driving. I crashed my car going to her house. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we was low key, so people didn't even know we was like talking and dating. I crashed my car going to her crib the week before the draft. The draft came around, but I had negative $100 in my pocket, and ain't no team call. I still had to take 2 finals to graduate school. Still had to get to Slippery Rock somehow. I ain't had no whip. My cousin Cam, shout out to Retro Cam. Follow at Retro Cam. It was Retro Cam _23. That's man. Follow my blood. He gave me his car to use to go finish my finals, man. But she literally pushed me even in that time to go finish things, man. So big shout out to her, man. And she definitely keep me sane because she know I be bugging. And when I done ran into some issue and people try to burn me out of some money in this business, she was ready to ride, bro. I ain't even gonna flex you, bro. She jumped up out the seat, ready to go ride on somebody. So yeah, man, that's my dime right there. That's it. That's the key.
Do you have it? Beat Cromwell, Cressera. She'll be back.
I will.
Definitely
She'll
be back.
I will.
You know what I'm saying? I might be back with him. I ain't gonna be on the mic.
He probably be back.
I'm gonna be in the
He
cut.
gonna be back.
I'm gonna
He
be
gonna
in
be
that
back
cut. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be in the back when everything else pops.